Steve. Welcome back to SNTTV. It's been a little while since we've had a chance to have a chat, but I understand Batchy's not too well. He's got laryngitis. He's up with me in the tower today. And that was a thrilling experience because seeing him sort of kick and head every ball, crikey, yeah.
He was trying to keep away from the players a little bit as much as possible.
Yeah, quarantine himself.
But he couldn't resist at the end there, could he?
No. I mean, as much as we're up there in the tower and people can hear us, for some reason people don't realise where the instructions are coming from.
Yeah.
Because I saw Lee Clark look over at one point. It's like, who's telling me to do that? And he didn't look up. People never look up. Anyway, on to today's game. 1-0 defeat against Kettering. A very good side in which there were few clear-cut chances in this game, and could say from our perspective a moment of controversy in terms of their goal. And the referee deemed it no foul on the keeper. What was your view on it? We just had a quick look at the video.
At the time when I watched it real time, I was critical of our goalkeeper because I thought he should have came and taken everything, and probably if he couldn't have held it, punched it. Speaking to Matty in there, he said he was expecting just to get clattered by our keeper, and then looking at it again on the video, it's a foul on him because he has got the ball in both hands. But you know, it wasn't an obvious one, so I don't think the referee's position was great, but it's certainly not one of those that I was contesting at the time.
Yeah, and as the game wore on, we started to create some more chances. I thought Kettering were certainly the better team for the opening half hour, and obviously the wind seemed to assist their play. Lots of little balls flickered on, perhaps a bit further than they might ordinarily have done. But how did you assess that first half?
Yeah, I thought first 20-25 minutes they were miles better than us.
There you go!
Moved the ball much quicker. They had an extra man in midfield which they were utilising. We had to change our shape slightly and tuck our wide boys in. Once we did that, I thought we got a foothold in the game and
put it in the corner. Recover, Tom! Go on, that's it, go on!
The game and were probably unlucky to not go in at half time with something. And then second half, I thought it was pretty much one-way traffic from our point of view, although they were still a real threat on the counter, and certainly towards the end when we were stretched, they had one or two opportunities. But you know, they've defended their 18-yard box tremendously well. We've put a lot of ball in there, particularly off set plays. You know, and we've not actually made their goalkeeper make a save. So, testament to their two centre halves and their back four that they've, you know, not let us get opportunities and shots on goal.
The big talking point certainly occurred in the first half, didn't it? We had Tom Meakin clear through one-on-one, going one-on-one with the goalie, and their defender has taken him out. And now it's not the clearest cut penalty you'll ever see, but there's definite contact, and Meakin, we just looked at back on the video, albeit a small screen. Tom has touched the ball away, and their defender's come sliding across, hasn't he, and not got the ball.
Yeah, I think it was.
Come on, Jason! Jason, get over!
Yeah, I think it was Tom's touch that has put doubt in the referee's mind there, because his touch has gone away from goal.
Yeah.
However, the lad's gone to ground and he hasn't made any contact with the ball. He has made contact with Tom, so you know it's a penalty. I'm not saying that it would have been a red card, obvious goal scoring opportunity, but for me, anywhere else on the pitch, that's a penalty. And if anything, you've got to say that the linesman's got to help the referee out there and make that call. But we didn't get that, and I think that certainly would have been a bit of a game changer if we could have got in at 1-1. Then that might have been a different second half.
It feels like a bit of a letdown, doesn't it? It's a frustrating day when you put so much endeavour into the game, especially in that second half. We really tried to pile on the pressure to get that equaliser. For decisions not to go your way as well, it's a bit of a sucker punch, isn't it?
Well, we knew that before the game. They're a decent side, and we said it was going to be a game of detail. It'll come down to a set piece, or it'll come down to a mistake, and it did. And it's one of those where we just couldn't get that equalising goal, no matter how hard we tried. But often, when you're playing against teams that are in and around you, that's what's going to happen. It's a 1-0, or it's a 2-1. And it's about just that little, that edge to get you over. But I also think in those sort of games, the first goal is so important.
Yeah.
Because if you can defend and you get that first goal, that gives you something to defend for. And I think certainly that galvanised Kettering today. And to be fair to them, as I said, defensively, I thought they defended really well.
Confidence is a big thing in football, isn't it? And Kettering certainly look a confident side, and they're building with some good results. They've got some good players in lately, haven't they? And it was always going to be a tough game, but I felt that at the moment we can't seem to get that little bit of luck that you do need in football.
Yeah, that is the margins. I mean, as I said, they've got some good players. I thought their 10 was probably the best player on the pitch today.
Their 11 I thought was excellent.
Their 11's a good player, so is their 4. So they've got good players. All the teams we come up against have got good players. So have we. So that you do need that little something to go in your favour. Ball's not dropped for us today. We've had 2 or 3 ones that have just dropped in the 18-yard box and have fallen to one of theirs to hook it away and not fallen to one of ours to toe poke in. That happens. That's football. But we've also in the second half created 1 or 2 opportunities, particularly Remy Gordon, who is only second game back from a
didn't he?
He had an opportunity in the first half and he had 2 in the second, and as I say.
Referee! Hands all over him! Off you go, Clarkie!
As I say, he's still trying to get sharpness. He's done tremendously well just to be out there playing. So I'm not going to be critical of him, but that happens. It's all about detail, and those margins are really fine. And there'll be lots of 1-0 wins again this year, and hopefully we're on the right end of more of them than the wrong.
Just casting our minds back to Tuesday night, Histon at home, 1-1, a game certainly far different from this afternoon, but we did dominate that first half. We didn't seem to make it count on Tuesday night, did we?
No, I thought.
Higher! Jonesy, higher!
No, I thought our quality Tuesday wasn't good enough. We've had a lot of the ball. We've put them under a lot of pressure. Certainly, our defending for their goal was poor. Through both our midfield and our defence and our goalkeeper, all had question marks on their goal. And then second half, I just thought we'd never got the same momentum that we had in the first half, and didn't create enough. First half, we were very much on the front foot. We took the game to them. We scored our penalty, and at that point, I only thought it was going to be us win the game. Again, I know we keep saying it, but we did have six senior players, big senior players, out for us on Tuesday, and we're asking young boys to come in and fill their boots. Which, in fairness to them, they've come and given everything. But when you've got lads of the experience and calibre of Matty Mitchell-King, Shane Blackett, Drew Roberts not in your group, it shows.
I mean, that is no excuse, and you're right to say it. These are key players missing. I've been with the club 4 or 5 years now, and I've never known such a consistent spell of injuries and absentees from key players. It's so frustrating, and the fans must be feeling that more than anyone. And of course, you're the management. You're trying to pick a consistent team. You just can't do it.
Yeah, it seems as though we solve one issue and another one crops up. Ryan and Shane in particular were forming quite a nice little partnership. We've been away from home 3 games and we looked really solid, and then Shane pulls his hamstring against Slough, and it's one of those things you can't legislate for, and you've just got to get on with, and it would just be nice if we can get 1 or 2 back and then not lose 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So at the moment it's a bit of a carousel, but it's keeping Carol busy, and she's doing her best, but it's frustrating.
And Drew sort of had a bit of a yo-yo moment back in the team, building fitness, and now he's got a thigh strain or something.
Strangely enough, he actually pulled his thigh missing that penalty against Slough, which just about sums it up really.
Is there anything else on the injury front that you can give us any updates on?
Tom Meacham came off today, but that was a kick, so he's just got a bruised knee, so he won't train Tuesday, and he should be fine for next week.
Excellent. And looking into next week's game, another home game, Weymouth, good side again. What are you expecting out of them?
Exactly that, another good side who travel well, so we're expecting another hard game and prepare for it. It's nice to we'll be able to get a couple of training sessions in this game and week, and not have a Tuesday match, which is a bit of an advantage. But as we said to them in there, they're doing the right things. We keep doing the right things, and eventually something will drop for us. So we'll go into a game with being prepared and ready to try and get 3 points.
I'm going to make another just little mention at the end of our interview about Ben Jones in midfield. He's certainly filling in and doing the job, and he is a feisty player, isn't he? He doesn't let anything go. I've been quite impressed with his tenacity and some of his ability on the ball as well. I mean, I don't know Ben Jones apart from what he does in terms of the stats for the club, but he can certainly play, can't he? Yeah,
I've known Ben since he was 14, and he's always been a decent player. He's technically good, and he's got a good engine on him, and he's one of those that has played a couple of levels down. We obviously got him involved because of the degree he's doing at Loughborough, and he was really keen to develop that into a career, and that's why we took him here. Needs must, we put him in the side. He's done fantastic, and at the moment we're not looking to take him out of the side. So, until either somebody comes in and does better than him, then as far as I'm concerned, he's more valuable to us as a player than as a member of staff at this moment in time.
All right, well, thanks for chatting with us, Steve, and enjoy your training sessions this week, and I'll catch up with you next Saturday.
Cheers, Adam. Thank you.
Steve.